Hi, this is Bruce Himmelblau, Blue Sky Video Productions, YouTube strategist and live stream producer. We've got a great show for you. We're talking about real estate, but real estate marketing and more, both traditional and digital and trending topics. But this is also going to help you that are not in the real estate market. So let's get into the show. And our guest is Scott Rose.
Good morning. Good morning, Bruce. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for the opportunity to come on board and
Welcome.
share some thoughts on real estate.
So you've been in the real estate business for a few years.
18 to be exact. 18 to be exact. Currently with Baird and Warner out of the Highland Park office, but 18 years of experience in Lake County, the North Shore and surrounding communities, serving home buyers and sellers in achieving their real estate goals.
18 years, that's the same amount of time as LinkedIn, because yesterday was LinkedIn's birthday.
Okay. And I do market on LinkedIn, so that's just one of the vehicles that we use to get the word out in our digital world.
So we're talking about traditional as well as digital and I guess cutting edge technologies. And before the show, we we're talking about some trends that I thought were trends, but you say are actually established tradition. So what are maybe let's start with the top three, and then we'll kind of get into some of the details on some of the others. So what are your top three ways of getting new business?
Top three ways of getting business. Well, I work by referral. I work with the Buffini system, and basically there are two ways of generating leads. One is through your sphere of influence, and the other one is online marketing. I think you have to have a presence in online marketing, but I think referrals from your sphere of influence are more effective. They know you, they trust you, they've seen you in action, versus online. As slick as online technology might be, it misses the human component. And I truly believe in a high tech world, it's more important to be high tech and high touch. You can never eliminate the personal touch. There was a company that promoted itself as, I'm a technology company that sells real estate, and I believe that that's false. I think technology is a key ingredient to today's world, but nothing will beat the personal touch of an individual who has that client's best interest at heart and will go to any lengths to uncover good opportunities and represent them in I believe a better way.
So how have you been staying in touch? Are you doing in-person one-to-one, or are you still using, or are you using technology like Zoom meetings especially over the past year?
Well, before COVID hit, I was very active in the networking community. And as much as I try to stay active in the Zoom community, I do have a lot of different ways that I keep in touch with my clients. Obviously, I use Zoom. I use social media, primarily LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. And I do my best marketing-wise. I have a monthly newsletter that goes out to my close sphere. And I have a physical letter that goes out, as well as a digital newsletter that goes out every month to keep people up to date on current trends.
So you're talking about some of your social media. Let me see if we can pull up some of you've been doing walkthroughs, virtual tours, even in 2018, 2019.
Right. Even before COVID hit, when I was at an open house on a Sunday, I would go live on Facebook and give people a visual tour of the home. Obviously, that has become more prevalent during COVID. A lot of people don't want to go out, as well as a lot of sellers don't want people to come in. So the best thing to do is to use technology like FaceTime Live. There's a program called Matterport, which allows you to do a dollhouse 3D view of a home. Mm-hmm. And there's also drone video, both indoor and outdoor, I've used indoor drone video on several of my listings, which have been very popular, and give people a bird's eye view of the home before they go and actually see it. There's a lot of conjecture that people have bought homes unseen simply by going online and looking at looking at these videos. So video is actually a big part of communication. Not only FaceTime Live, but there's a program called BombBomb. There's video email. I've been using that somewhat, and you can just go on your iPhone and record a video and send it to your clients via email or via text, and convey the thoughts.
Yeah, so we've been scrolling through your Instagram posts, and I was looking for something of a video. This looks like it was shot a few months ago when we had a little bit more snow than we do now.
Yeah. If you go to Scott Rose Homes on Facebook, you'll see some of the video tours of insides of homes. But this is one example right here.
Okay, so let's go to your Facebook page. Let me see. Oops. So as far as video goes, when you're on site by yourself, are you using any extraordinary technology, or are you just pulling up your phone and using that?
Not at all. I use my iPhone primarily, and we've done property tours as well as interviews with lenders on site that talk about the lending environment, what it means. And it doesn't take a lot of technology to do these videos. You just have to, take out your iPhone, or I assume Android phone, and it's a very powerful tool.
So here we are. This one is one of your more current properties.
Right.
Incorporated
one that
Illinois. Located on 30 acres of sprawling property, this 5,900 square foot mid-century modern home is a unique property and well worth taking a look
What's also interesting is that there's actually video audio going along with this.
Built in 1952, designed by Lloyd Wright, son of Frank Lloyd Wright Jr. This 5,900 square foot prairie style home
and then this
was
is
originally
unique.
constructed by Roy and Irene Kropp.
So this is unique. So the fact that first of all, you've got your voiceover going on, because a lot of times you watch a real estate video and it's just music.
Yeah, and the first effort I made with indoor drone tours was just that. It was the drone flying through and music. This one I took a little advanced approach. Obviously, it's a unique property, and I combined the voiceover along with the graphics that you see there, along with the drone flight. So we customized it a little bit better.
Yeah, at first I thought this was probably just someone walking through the house with like a steady cam, but then I saw this shot here where it comes over the couches and like this out.
Yeah,
this could not be a person walking through the house.
Yeah, no, this is a very good indoor drone tour.
And so have you been using more and more of these, or have you just been using this for the more expensive homes that lend itself to a marketing budget?
Well, obviously, budget is important in marketing. The former effort that we made with the indoor drone tour was a beautiful home in Lake Forest, and that went well. This one obviously was conducive to the drone footage and aerial shots that we also did. And but we tried to, with any priced home, we're going to assume that people are less hesitant to come through. Although we just listed a property in Wadsworth that we took aerial photos. We did not do the drone tour, and we've had quite a bit of interest physically at public open houses. So people are starting to come out again and feel more comfortable. Obviously, everybody wants to be safe. But we try to give as much exposure to somebody online as well as offline.
Yep. So here is great. And then so for pulling up information about your business. If you want to contact you for more information, you're at Scott Rose Homes. And also, what I've also noticed is that all your identities across all your social media is Scott Rose Homes. How important is it to keep their name consistent across Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, etc.?
Right. LinkedIn, Twitter. It's always scottrosehomes.com, and that'll put you in direct contact to my website and to my contact information. You can also call me at 847-921-4082. You can text me at that number.
Okay.
And I answer those as often as I can.
Yep. So here is someone who's been with looking for a home. And I think the homes she's been previewing has all been virtual since she lives over 3,000 miles away from the location she's looking to move to. Hi, Kellen.
Yeah, and that's why that Matterport photography and also drone photography is so key, because 86% of people start their home search online. So if you're not portraying good quality photographs or other technology like that, you may be missing a large group of people.
And so I was doing some research for this show and talking to you, and I found one page that had like 27 trends for real estate agents in 2021. And I think at least half of them had to do with video. How much video are you doing, and how much are you doing in-house, and how much support is Baird and Warner, your agency, giving you? Or is it pretty much as an independent person, you're responsible for it all?
Yeah, pretty much responsibility falls on my shoulders. I've been using, obviously, FaceTime Live. I've been using BombBomb videos. I've just gotten on my cell phone and done a video on different topics, and it's easy to post those to YouTube or simply post them on your Facebook page. So we've been doing that. We've been doing blogs once a month on LinkedIn, actually sharing it to Facebook on different topics like, what is a seller's market? What is a buyer's market? How to increase your curb appeal? General topics that might be helpful to people that are either looking to buy or sell their homes.
And
I think video will continue to play a key part in the future, because I think that the digital world is with us. It's not going away even after COVID settles down. We do a lot of Zoom sessions with clients. We share buyer's guide, seller's guide, contract information, everything across Zoom that we usually did in person before. And I think that trend will continue.
So here's a testimonial here. Anyone looking for a detailed realtor, check out Scott. Hi, Jody.
Thanks, Jody.
So yeah, how much do you rely on testimonials, and how do you record those testimonials or capture those testimonials? Is it written? Is it video? Is it audio? Is it on what platform?
Most of the testimonials, I know you're going to see, I should probably get video testimonials, and I'll start doing that. But most of them are through Google. And when I meet with clients, working by referral, let's say, for example, somebody refers a client to me, and I meet with them. I tell them that 2 reasons you can be assured I'm going to do a great job for you. Number 1 is Bob referred you to me. And if I don't do a good job, Bob's not going to refer anybody else to me. But the second and more important thing is, if I do a great job for you, you're going to refer me to other people that that are looking for a professional realtor.
So do you record any of these testimonials or referrals, or do you just kind of word of mouth?
I have not recorded testimonials. I know that's often done and used in marketing, but most of mine are pretty much on Realtor.com and Google and all the other platforms.
So if I Google you, Scott Rose Homes,
It should come up on top.
Yep. And so let me pull that page up, because one thing I've noticed is a lot of businesses don't claim their Google listing. And can you walk through some of the reasons why you should?
Well, once again, 86% of people go online not only to search for a home, but if you don't have an affiliation with a realtor, you want to see who is in the area, who is a professional, who's full-time, and who can give quality service. And
So here are some of the reviews on, and then you have photo, you have your website, your address, your phone number.
And by the way, that address is effective in June is going to be incorrect. We're moving our office in Highland Park to 579 Central Avenue, which is the old PNC Bank building on the corner of Central and First Avenue. So come visit us probably the end of June and check out our new office.
So my recommendation as a strategist is start posting or try changing your address now with Google, so that when it takes time to update it, you have the new address right away.
Right. I just ordered new envelopes yesterday with the new address, so I'm ready.
And so you've said envelopes, you've written letter. How do you connect with your prospects? Is it phone calls? Is it your face-to-face videos, calls, or do you actually write physical letters?
Yes, and yes. I do a lot of phone calls. I send out my monthly newsletter every month, and I send bomb emails to clients. I stay in touch pretty much with all my past clients, and they know I'm not going anywhere. I've been around for 18 years, and I'm going to be here for quite a while longer. So if they need me, and a lot of people have called me to sell their second and third homes now. So,
for those who don't know what BombBomb is, can you give a quick introduction of what that is?
BombBomb is a video email program that it's branded to you or to Baird and Warner, and you basically record a video. It could be 1 minute, it could be 5 minutes, and you send it to somebody's email inbox. And if you don't have the time, it obviously can send a message out multiple times. One thing I did, talking about video, is when COVID started, people would call on the phone, and there's nothing that beats face-to-face contact. So what I did a lot of times is I used FaceTime, and I would call somebody up, and they'd be surprised because they didn't expect a FaceTime call from me. But it's one way that I use to stay in touch with people. Very effective.
And what other platforms? So we've looked at your Instagram, we've looked at your Facebook. You said you're also on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
You have a YouTube channel.
Right. Not as much on Twitter. Twitter, they say, is a what is it? Facebook is a backyard barbecue. Twitter is a cocktail party.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't do a lot on Twitter, but it's mostly LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. People have suggested other ones like TikTok and all that. Snapchat. I haven't gone there. I don't think that's necessary.
Yeah, I think at a certain point you get oversaturated, or else you get too thinned out, and you're not really responding or even creating the content that's needed to stay up on any one platform.
Right. Choose 2 or 3 platforms and be really good at them. Like, instead of, like you said, spreading yourself too thin, because things are always changing. It lends itself to the idea of sticking with the basics. The real estate world, there's a lot of disruptors out there today. And, I think the bottom line is, when you deal with a client, you have their best interest at heart, and you communicate with them well, the way they want to be communicated with, whether it's by phone call or by text or by email, and achieving their goals for them.
What trends do you see coming down the road? We have already established that video is something important, that the traditional ways of communication are still important. Anything brand new that you see?
Brand new. Well, the sharing, we have a program called Flip Snack, and it's a way of sending brochures and multi-page documents to clients. And what Zoom allows you to do is to share your Flip Snack and actually go through a document or a brochure with them. So I think that's going to, it saves a lot of travel time. Sometimes people are too busy. You want to get, all parties, all decision makers involved in a call. So, somebody might be in LA and somebody might be here in Chicago, and here's a way of getting everybody together and going through a contract or a brochure or another document, and saving people a lot of time.
And was it difficult for you to get adapted to this new virtual space, or did you pretty much grab onto it pretty easily?
I grabbed on to Zoom really well. Not only did I use Zoom for business, but we did a lot of personal Zoom sessions for birthdays, and it was a good practice. Birthdays and New Year's and Mother's Day and Father's Day. So Zoom I have pretty much under my belt. You can always improve with graphics. There's Canva, there's Animoto, which are different programs that allow you to do graphics a lot better. I probably have to work a little bit more on that, or hire somebody to help me with that. But yeah, I think it's just polishing the apple, polishing your marketing apple.
And those graphics are designed for what platforms? Like something like Instagram?
Say that again.
Those adding to your graphics, improving what we in YouTube is a thumbnail, but are using that mostly for Instagram to enhance your Instagram posts?
Yes. Yeah, you'll see if you go to my Instagram, you'll see coming soon. You'll see open houses where we go in and take photos and use different programs to highlight it, to market it.
And then also I saw, in addition to the Instagram posts, you're actually also on Instagram TV. You've done a couple of things with IGTV.
I don't.
So here is your Instagram, and then here is IGTV. And you've got a couple. You got this one on Chardon Road.
Yeah, that's the big one in Grays Lake, because that was a longer video, so it had to go on IGTV.
So it looks like I tagged you in one of my presentations here, down here.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then here's your posts. There you go. Top Agent 2021. What did it take to do that?
HomeSnap is another program. That's a HomeSnap award there. And what HomeSnap does is gives a client direct access to the MLS. They can drive the bus, or I can drive the bus, but this gives them direct access rather than going to another site and maybe getting stale listings. There's also another program called ZenList, and ZenList combines the MLS to what we call the private listing network, or what people term pocket listings. And these are properties that are currently off market, which are about 10% of what you see on market. And ZenList gives them access to all of that inventory, giving them more opportunities in a market like we have today, where there's low inventory, interest rates are great, there's a lot of demand out there, but some buyers are frustrated because of the lack of inventory. ZenList gives buyers more options in terms of inventory.
Yeah, so there was one home we're talking about. doing more than just showing a home with music. And the video that you showed, or we showed of your video, was you describing the home. One other practice that we've done here with our company is produce more of a documentary style video, where you not only talk about what the home is, but kind of also give a history of the home, kind of telling the story of the home.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have this one video. Let's see, here we go. Let me pull it up.
Two elements to it, a horizontal element that is kind of reminiscent of the prairie, with a series of repeating classic arches that are from early federal architecture. The tower was built because Alfred Hamel traveled in Italy widely, knew it well, and wanted to reflect that in his estate. This is actually the purest David Adler architect part of the estate. It was built entirely to his plans, and these are in the Art Institute today, and we know a great deal about them as a result.
And so again, this is kind of a mini doc. And have you seen many of these being produced?
I've seen on Cranes every week has Dennis Rodkin going, and his partner there, going through unique properties, and I've seen this done there several times. They have, a static view, and then they have a video view of some of these properties that come up. But those are great ways to, not only history, but also lifestyle.
Yep. Yeah, so I think one of the things I also saw was lifestyle videos that show you not only the house, but also the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and especially with drone capabilities, you can, take into account, shopping areas, baseball fields, schools, anything around the area that might be appealing to people.
So this is great. Thank you much. This is wonderful information. For more information, you can look up Scott at scottrosehomes.com.
Thank
and
you.
You're located in the Chicago area. And what areas do you serve?
My office is in Highland Park. I serve the North Shore and surrounding communities throughout Lake County. I do go. I have gone outside of that, but that's my footprint right there, Lake County and the North Shore.
And how important is it to find a realtor who knows the area as opposed to, I guess, someone who's not from the area?
Well, some people think that in order to, buy or sell a home, they need an agent who specializes in one area. However, I think it's important that you know surrounding areas. So if you're looking for example, a $500,000 home, a $500,000 home in Lake Forest is definitely different than a $500,000 home in, say, Libertyville or Lake Villa or Long Grove, for example, Buffalo Grove. So I think it's important that you compare values when a client comes to you and is looking for that perfect home.
I think we were looking for a home like 30 years ago, and I think the $500,000 homes, even in different areas within Lake Forest, were different.
Right. We sold a home in Lake Forest, which a lot of people think, well, I need a Lake Forest agent, and we listed a home last fall and sold it in a week.
Wow.
So it's important that you have somebody who can look at the areas and analyze the areas and share the essential information with a buyer or seller. That's, I think, more important.
And so you mentioned a couple of different places that you can look for homes. So you look beyond just the Zillows and the other main sites. Is that correct?
Right. Zenlist is one of the better ones. HomeSnap. Obviously, you can go to scottrosehomes.com. That'll give you MLS listings. But I think ZenList probably is the best one so far that I've discovered, which gives people access to off-market properties as well.
Great. Thank you much. Any last words or comments or suggestions as to what the next step is for anyone who is looking to, I guess, market their home?
The key thing to realize today is low interest rates, low inventory. We're looking for people that want to sell their homes. Some people don't want to sell because there's nothing to buy. They don't want to overpay in a hot market. But people will always need a roof over their head. And my job is to help people, is to educate them on the market and to find them the best option.
Great. Thank you. And have a good week. And thank you all for watching. Please subscribe to our channel. I will put the link to Scott's YouTube channel in the final end screens and links. But thanks.
Thank you, Bruce. Appreciate the opportunity.
Welcome.
Bye now.